CBS Sports Network. So I told you I've been watching a ton of YouTube golf, and I actually am going to be on a YouTube golf channel some point this week coming up. It's getting filmed today. And yes, we're playing at Ferry Point or whatever. What YouTube channel are you going to be on? Golficity is what they are. Golficity. I think they got over 100,000 subscribers. They got 231,000 Instagram followers. So there'll be people seeing how terrible I am. There'll be some eyeballs on that.
That's so cool.
I would say what stands out about Bally's Golf Links at Ferry Point is A, you are in New York City. Very hard for people to believe that they are in New York City as they are playing this beautiful property. And Jack Nicklaus did a fantastic job and created what I call a little bit of Scotland in the Bronx. This is just a fantastic layout, and I think it's very unique both in its aesthetics and its playability. It's just a golf course that you never get tired of. It's in fantastic shape. Big shout out to our superintendent, Noah McCahill, and his crew. This place is always pure.
One thing I could say for certain, you definitely don't get that view everywhere. Guys, today we're at Bally's Golf Links at Ferry Point. We're gonna take you through this incredible golf course because it is truly one of the best golf courses, not only in the state, but in the entire country that you can actually play. We also have our friend Kevin from the MGA here. We're gonna talk a little bit about handicaps. Like recently I did a video, talked about achieving one of my big goals recently of getting down to a single-digit handicap. I've been using my handicap to track my game progression for many years. And I know maybe a lot of you guys have a lot of questions about handicap, so we're gonna dig into that with Kevin. We've also got Gio here from the Boomer and Gio show. He is new to the game, but full-on addicted like we are. So we got a nice fun foursome. We're gonna go through the course. Like I said, we're gonna talk a little bit about handicap, but we're really gonna enjoy this course and take you guys through it. If you haven't played here, this is one you gotta get on your list and you're gonna see why. Let's get out there.
Have you played here before?
No. Just one of us has a few years ago.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, I'll be maintaining the golf course and giving you yardages and whatever else you need me to do today.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
This is hole number one. It's a par 4. Target line, left center of the fairway. You can fly that left bunker or can be slight right of it. I'm gonna go out ahead of you.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, good ball. There we go. You guys do the tracer here? Because I see on the thing, like, oh, I stepped in front of the tracer.
No,
so I don't want to do that.
Oh, we'll put it right through you.
You're gonna put it right through you.
Right.
Technology has changed.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, I'm nervous. Oh, my God.
That's what we're gonna get today, Mike. Mr. Fairway, you get hurt for it. Way up.
Come on.
Get on it.
Ooh. Check up. Yeah, good shot.
Yeah.
Good putt. So Kevin, one thing, you're the expert. We're gonna try to answer a lot of questions about handicaps.
All right, hit me.
A lot of people wonder, why does it change for different courses? Or how does that flow? Because here we're playing a tougher course. Normally I'm an 8. When I put it in, it said a 10 here. So how does that work?
It depends on the course and the specific set of tees you're playing. So depending on that 10 somewhere else, it's more challenging based on the obstacles that are out in front of us. As you can see here at Ferry Point, there's lots of fescue and mounds, so it makes the course more challenging. So when the raters go out to rate the course for the handicap system, they're taking those things into account, which is why, depending on the set of tees you're playing, you'll have a different handicap.
Yeah, so before you go out and play, make sure you check in the app what your adjusted is and don't shortchange yourself, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to be able to play the tees that you're going to have the most fun enjoying when you're out there.
And also, before you go out, make sure you get the sweat off your head. Oh, man, oh, man,
Pro
oh,
tip
man.
there.
Jeez, wow. After those first 2 holes, all this fescue, very, very difficult. Thinking par 3, just goes 175 with wind in your face. Great, thanks. Appreciate you guys here at Ferry Point.
Doesn't get easier.
Fat, don't go in the bunker. All right.
I think another thing I love about the game, we're talking about handicaps a lot today. We're out here with the MGA. Any other sport, like if it was basketball, like there's no way I could play a fair game against Michael Jordan. I couldn't play a fair match against Nadal in tennis, but like with golf, with the handicap, theoretically, you know, I could play against anyone and have it be a real competition. I could play against Scotty Scheffler. He'd have to give me like 40 strokes, but that's the nice thing about the handicap is that you don't have to just match up with your skill level. Like today, we got such a mix of skill levels, but we're out here, we're still able to have a good time. We're still able to have like some real competition because having that established handicap that we all agree on because it's coming from a fair system, that, you know, you have something that you can give the strokes and you can play to your own level and still be playing heads up against someone who's maybe new to the game. I mean, you just don't get that in another sport.
None of us.
It fooled all of us.
Stop calling him early, will you? There you go.
You just need car horns going off in your backswing
Yeah.
to hit a good shot. I
It's a
love it.
casual distraction there. Remind you you're in the city.
Our audience is probably asking who that local celeb is that's rolling around with us. So, guys, Gio, Boomer and Gio show, The Fan. I mean, tell the audience about who you are and what you do.
WFAN Morning Show with Boomer Esiason. This is our 7th year. We are New York Sports. We're on WFAN, obviously in New York City in the metro area here and on CBS Sports Network, simulcast on television. And then we're talking New York sports. We like to joke around a lot. And we're the #1 rated sports talk show, actually the #1 rated show in New York in the morning. So we are, it's the greatest job in the world. The only people that have a better job are you guys. You tell me you go in a cabin, I'm at a Pinehurst, I'm out here. I'm like, man, I thought I had the coolest job. You guys.
Don't you get to end the day around 11 and go play golf the rest of the day?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So you might be winning in that department. I don't know.
I don't get to do that.
Close call.
There you go.
I mean, when was the last time you played waist-high fescue?
This is the first, man. This is amazing. Like even the ticks don't want to live in here. It's too much. And I was just putting together a halfway decent hole and then just shanked that one right into the fescue. I'm just, man, good thing I got 55 balls in my bag.
So if you can't find your ball in the fescue, instead of the traditional lost ball, which is stroke and distance, you can take a 1-stroke penalty on the line back out and drop it, you know, no close to the flag, out of the fescue if you want to. And I think that's also to keep the pace of play up here because it's up to your knees, so it's easy to lose. You can also take that penalty even if you find it. It can be 1 stroke and you can pull it out back. So you really need to assess the lie. I'm quickly learning that. There are certain lies that are not playable, and it's smart to just take your lumps and pull it out. So first time playing this course, we're learning real quick.
Yeah.
This
what a
guy.
Get up the hill, get up the hill.
Yeah,
get up
yeah.
the hill. Yes, I coached it the whole way.
Nice putt, man.
That's how you make a sloppy par. I think one thing a lot of people get nervous about, tough course like this, maybe you're not playing your best, you worry you're gonna destroy your handicap. So like, what's in place to kind of help that?
Right, so the net double bogey is in place to control your high scores. So if you're out here playing with your friends, your buddies like we're doing today, if you're out of the hole, you can just post your gross score, but the system hole by hole will knock it down handicap-wise on the net double bogey. So it'll be par, +2, plus any strokes you're entitled to receive on that particular hole. And so you can pick up and just keep moving and keep pace of play.
Got it, okay. We might need it today, Mike.
I think Gio just hit a great one, too.
Wow, first one of the day.
Boom.
We weren't watching.
When I went back to the
Right,
screen.
smart.
It's because you weren't filming.
We weren't
that's why.
filming or watching you.
Yeah, I think
We got it
was
back
an
We
there.
ace.
still got you.
You still got it.
Yeah, we're just sneaky about it.
Putting the tracer on that one. It's not bad.
All right. Get in there.
Nice.
Great pot.
Thank you. What a
With
par.
the bridge behind him and everything.
What a bar. Thanks.
So easy out here to get distracted by this, the visual beauty of this course. And as punishing as the fescue has been, it is just stunning out here, especially grown in like this in the summer. But everywhere you look, you see the New York City skyline, you see the bridges, and honestly, there's just not that many courses like that here in the city. If you think about how hard it is to squeeze a golf course of this magnitude into New York City. You would never believe it was here until you've been here.
Check out.
Almost.
Well, Kevin and I have decided to have a side bet.
Oh yeah.
Who can one of us make par today on this course on any hole? And the person that does it first, $20. So we're starting here, what, hole 7? Rest of the way. Can we make a par?
Uh-oh.
Work.
Get through.
All right.
Oh, no!
Get up there.
Oh,
Get in.
that's how you play it.
Tap in, baby.
That's how you play it.
No,
what
that's for
is it?
bogey now.
Good bogey.
All right.
We're getting there.
Good bogey.
Getting
Chipping
close.
away.
One stroke away.
Chipping away.
It's got to feel good, right?
Yeah, it does, but when I had that shot right there to get a puttable par putt, I put it right in the sand. But we got a bogey, we're knocking it down, we're getting closer and closer and closer. This is what New York's all about, man. Grinding and grinding and grinding till you get what you want.
I need all the wins. Yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get it, no call and quits. Yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he had the par.
My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is.
So Gio, doing this job, is there any, legend sports athletes or anyone that you've got to meet that you're just, loving the opportunity or what?
Yeah, it's funny, the more and more I do this, the less starstruck I am around athletes. But there was one guy in particular, because I grew up a Minnesota Vikings fan, that Super Bowl week I saw at Radio Row. It was John Randall, Hall of Famer defensive tackle. Little did I know that Boomer, obviously who I do the show with, hated him during his playing career. Thought he played dirty and hadn't seen him since. So I see John Randall walk and I say, Al Dukes, our producer, get John Randall over here. Boomer doesn't say anything. The two sit there in between me, like I'm in between the two of them, not knowing. I got my childhood hero and my coworker. They hate each other. And it was the most awkward interview in the world. So I was super excited for that one and it got ruined.
Oh, no. But that's cool.
We're not gonna lie, this is a beautiful place and we're having a great day, but we got our teeth kicked in a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
On that
Saying it nicely.
front 9. But we're back 9 players. We're positive, and we're getting our getting ready for a tremendous back 9 here. And if this goes into fescue, this is going to be a hilarious part of this video. There we go. There we go.
There we go.
Told you we're back 9 players.
Love it.
Everything but the fairway is now lava.
I like it.
I'm not losing any more strokes to that fescue. Just gonna
right.
find fairways.
All right.
Fescue's lava here
Shot.
on in. Staying out.
Check this out. I got around to put in the rounds from Stream Song and Pinehurst. But believe it or not, I shot an 81 and an 85 on both those trips. So it actually dropped my handicap to a 10.5. I've never been sub 11. So, I mean, I'm close to single digits. But today's not looking like a good one for that. But hey, we got 9 more holes. So maybe I can do something fun out here and keep this alive.
Come on.
Let's go.
Nice.
Great pace. Great pace.
Yeah, way to go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Not a par, but we're getting closer.
Oh, it's working. Look at it work.
Oh. All right.
Where's
Great
the
shot.
fairway?
There it
Great
is.
shot.
Kevin, the other thing I got to ask you, because I see it a lot, is a lot of people think that they need to get to a certain point to get a handicap. Like, you feel like, I'm not ready, I just started, but it's not the truth.
No, it's not the truth. And, to have a handicap, the joke is, I don't need it. Golf's my handicap. But really, we're out here kind of hacking it up today, having a lot of fun. But same thing with you and your friends. You just need 3 scores to establish a handicap. So you post those 3 scores, you will then be issued an official handicap index. And then from there, you can post your 9-hole scores, regular 18-hole scores, and even short par 3 courses now that are 750 yards or longer have course and slope ratings, so you're able to post your scores from there. So if you're playing short courses that have a rating, most important thing is that the course needs a USGA course and slope rating. But just 3 scores and you're set for a handicap, so it's really easy to do that and establish that index.
Yeah, so no excuses. Get out there and get the handicap. Plus, on top of it, not only can you do what we're doing today, we're giving strokes and having a match, but once you have your handicap, you can get into events, things that you would not be able to do without an established handicap.
Yeah, the big thing with the handicap, you know, clubs have member guests and people are calling for a handicap because they were invited to a member guest, and those outings we mentioned earlier, our play days, we play them on a net basis. So it doesn't matter what your handicap is, and the format we use is fun, Stableford, so it's a point-based system depending on a par or a bogey. So anybody can play, and it's the lower handicap versus the higher handicap golfers all competing against each other, and the handicap system makes it equitable for those players to compete against each other, whether somebody's been playing for a long time and they're a pretty good golfer, or someone just getting started and needs to get that index a little bit lower.
You know, another thing I think it's worth mentioning, Mike and I, we've been members of the MGA for a long time, and like joining it's less than the cost of a round of golf. And part of why we like working with them is because it's so much more than a handicap. So of course you've got the handicap system. We've been talking about that. We talk about the benefits of it and all that stuff, and that's all very important. But with the MGA, they also have they've got a magazine. They've got the events that we talked a little bit about with Kevin. But it's just cool too, just to to support the golf in your area, in your region, and they just do so many things for the game around here. So it's cool being part of that organization. And if you do, get in there, get yourself a handicap. It's actually really cool. There's 3 million golfers here in the States that have a handicap. So you're part of just like the bigger community of golfers out here with the handicap, entering scores in the system. So if it's something that you've been on the fence with and you're just not sure if you wanted to, dip your toe in there and do it, I'm here to try to push you over the edge and tell you to go for it. Like I said, I've maintained a handicap since playing golf back in high school, and it's always been a benefit. It's always been great when you do get invited to play in events and knowing that you have it and you're not scrambling for it. So no excuses, no matter where you're at, where your game is at, get out there, get a handicap, track your game, and it's a nice way to watch yourself improve over time. There he is, yes!
There you go.
Come on.
Come on, sip before that wind pushes it.
Oh.
Oh, I wanted that up and down so bad.
Get in there. Yes. He's gotten his own personal highlight reel.
I know.
We're gonna put together. The fist bumps, the drop in the putts. Kevin, before we finish up here, so we've been talking about handicaps all day. So if someone's interested, what do they need to do to go about getting a handicap?
There's a few ways about going to get a handicap. You can walk into the pro shop of any public facility in the metropolitan area. All the facilities are MGA member clubs. Tell them you'd like to join the club, establish a handicap. They'll put you on their roster. Most fees are normally $40 to $50 for the season. The MGA has their own online clubs as well, which run about $65. We do like to send people to the facilities and support our member clubs. But 2 easy ways of doing it to get a handicap. And if you have a group of 10 people or more, you could start your own club. And you could be just like we are here today at Ferry Point Golf Club and start a club without real estate. We have over 150 of them, firefighters, police officers, nurses, teachers, people who came together and created their own golf club. And that would bring the fee down a little bit more. But 3 ways there to get a handicap, join a club, or even start your own club.
And when we're talking about these clubs, we're not just saying just private clubs, public courses. They can walk to a public pro shop too.
We're talking specifically about public facilities. You can walk into any public facility in the metropolitan area, Long Island, Westchester, Hudson Valley, Central Jersey up through Northern Jersey, in any public facility, tell them you'd like to get a handicap, and they'll get you into their roster and set you up with a handicap.
So tough day, but I tell you what, fantastic course, sun setting. I can imagine this place, that twilight is just gonna be gorgeous with that bridge behind. But huge thanks to the MGA. They're the ones who put this together to help get us out here today. And it was just an incredible experience. check out the MGA. They do great things for the game. And if you don't already have a handicap, like I said, maybe this is just that motivation, that reminder to go out there and do it. As we said, you only need 3 scores and you'll have an official handicap. It's a great way to track your progress over time. So go do it. Special thanks to the MGA. We'll see you guys in the next one.